Summertime vibe.
What's the deal? Tell me how you feel. I'm Ricky and he's
Nikki.
And this is Ricky and Nick's Pick 6, episode 6, baby. The street saying we in the mix. They saying that, we got something on our hands here. We just got to, treat it right. We'll get to where we going. To all our fans and our supporters out there, thank you so much. Please continue to like, comment, subscribe, and share. We appreciate every single one of you. I think we're at 51 subscribers. Our views are matching that. We have tons of people coming in from all over. Shout out to those fools in Jacksonville that were clowning Nick this week. It was a rough week for him, but it was also a rough week for me.
Terrible week for me.
But this week,
Fuck.
episode 6, our namesake week, we're digging deep. We're getting into it. Right?
I'm not going to get into it. I hate the Jaguars. I'm picking a little foreshadowing. Fuck the Jaguars. I'm picking the Seahawks this week, but let's definitely get into it.
Tough week for Nick in Jacksonville. They're on my boy TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I did not know that fan base was that
100 out of 100, I'm taking the Chiefs again. I stand by it. My analysis was right. We just lost time. But yeah, I love the Seahawks. Go Birds this week.
Ooh, you saying it's a fluke game? It wasn't a T-Law legacy game? It was a fluke game?
No. Don't get me started on T-Law. I was super high on him coming out, but I don't want to get into it. Let's not make this a Jacksonville Jaguars podcast because
we're not going to. T-Law, honestly, I don't like the nickname. Duval, you could do better. Give him something a little bit more not already. There's a legendary like T-Law. I know it's Ty-Law. But
the girl that dresses up as a guy. Never mind. Let's cut that.
Gen Z, you good with me. Remember that. All right, well, let's get into it. This week, we brought in a dear friend of ours, Moody, LJ, Mook, Percy Harvin Jr., Big 12, in the building to talk football in that Smitty 6.
Smitty, let's get it.
You feel me? Episode 6, we brought in number 6. Times it by 2, you get to 12. You feel me? Moody's a great friend of ours. We play high school football together. He's a really shifty guy. He returned kicks. He returned punts. He played a little halfback. He played in the slot. He was a weapon for the offense in any shape and form. He's just the type of guy, you get the ball in his hands, and he makes magic.
I love the Percy Harvin comp. Percy Harvin was, people don't, a lot of our younger guests probably don't know Percy Harvin.
So this is what he doesn't know is that my guy Bird over here, he knows that I always love Percy Harvin. This is the reason why I wore number 1 on JV. Bird seen it. I was number 1. You feel me? I had to go with the Percy, Percy Harvin Jr.
And when he grew, you grew with him.
You feel me? I had to,
Man, he's a weapon for real. So we had to get him in here to talk about these lines that matter. Let's go ahead and get into the first game of the week. Thursday night football, October 9th at 8:15 p.m. Philadelphia Eagles favored by 7.5. Over under, this number might be a little shaky. 40.5.
4-0.
Eagles are the heavy road favorites. Why? Do I need to explain that? If you know ball, you know why. Giants QB, Jackson Dart, seeing him for the very first time, and he's got a hammy, right? Is he good to go this game, or?
I feel like he's going to play just because he's getting the opportunity to really show what he can do. I feel like he's going to try to tough it out and play, but Eagles going to take it, man. This is what's going to be,
So that's what you're saying. You think the Eagles are going to take this, but do you think the Eagles are going to cover? Do you think this is a statement game for them?
So for the 7.5, I believe so. I believe they will cover the minus 7.5, but for the over-under, I think our defense is going to probably stop them for the most part. And I feel like it's going to be under. I feel like we're going to probably score about 20, 30 points, but we're going to probably hold them to about 3.
3 points?
3 points, maybe 7 points.
Whoo!
I think Saquon goes crazy this game. Saquon Barkley hasn't had 100 yards rushing yet this whole year.
Yeah.
Going against the 26 run defense for the Giants, it's obviously like a homecoming game for him. I think last time he played the Giants in the Meadowlands, he went 17 for 168 in score. I think this is a Saquon Barkley game. I think they get him going early, and I like the Eagles team total. I think it's 23.5 points. I think they can get there.
I like that. I mean, this is pretty straightforward for me, honestly. I think the Eagles are going to absolutely smash the Giants, and I think this is going to be a big passing game for Jalen Hurts. I doubt that he could get 2 through the air last week. I took the under on that. But I knew that they wanted to come out and kind of show that he could pass. It just felt like one of those weeks where they needed him to bounce back and rev up the offense and start with more intensity. So, I mean, Moody's taking the under 40.5. I think this is going to get out of control.
You think the Eagles can get there by themselves at 40? Is that what you're saying?
Get there by themselves, and I just don't understand what the Giants can offer from an offensive perspective if their quarterback's dealing with a hamstring.
It's going to be Jackson Dart trying to run around doing this stupid high school shit. I mean, he's probably going to get hurt if he keeps doing that in the NFL, but I like the Eagles even more coming off that loss against Denver. You know, I wouldn't want to be at that practice this week. So, I think we're all on board on the Eagles.
And I was just going to say, too, like, I agree with you even more so now just because, like you said, it's going to be a big Saquon game. For one, Saquon is going back to the Meadowlands.
Yep.
And then he had 6 carries last week against the Broncos. We lost. He had 6 fucking carries. So I feel like they had a team meeting. They probably was like, we need to get Saquon the ball at least 10 to 15 more carries. You feel me? So
I think he's going to, he's going to eat. Maybe 2 touchdowns for Quan this week. Who knows?
I want to move on from this game, but I just don't understand how that happens in the NFL. How you could have a weapon like that and you only allow him to touch the ball 6 times.
Bro, I feel like you said, bro, the media, like, you got people he don't pass the ball, or he don't do this, he don't do that. Now it's all in their head. Now they got to go out and show, I'm passing. I can do it. But, bro, you got your MVP running back in the backfield.
He's ready to go, too, yeah. He hasn't had 100 yards rushing. Like I said, that's crazy to me. We're in week 6 and he hasn't had 100 yards.
I'm shocked. Well, this is the week to dig deep. This is the week. Get in there, Saquon. 225. I'm calling it right here. Ricky and Nick's pick 6. All right, boys, let's move on. Jaguars at the Seahawks, a revenge game for Nick of sorts.
I think it's the Seahawks at the Jaguars, actually.
Sorry. Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. I misread that.
It's okay.
I just wanted to get into it.
I don't want Duval to come at me. It's fine.
I just wanted to get into it. You know, short week for the Jaguars. 1.5 favorite for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Over under looking like a 46.5. Jaguars slight favorites. Home field advantage for Seattle. You know, they got that 12th man. It's a tight line. You know, and these teams, they've been swinging. I think it's going to be an intense one. But let's go to Nick first. Because, you know, Duval's been on you. So what do you got to say to him?
Seattle Seahawks, money line. I don't care what they say. The Jaguars' pass defense is not good. JSN is probably a top 5 receiver. Sam Darnold's been slinging that pill everywhere. I wasn't a Sam Darnold guy. I wasn't a Seahawks guy. But after these last 2 weeks, they lost last week, but he put up 35 against the Bucs. I just think the Jaguars are just riding super high off that Monday night win. It's the NFL. You're not as good as you looked last week. You're not as bad as you looked last week. I'll take the Seahawks minus 1.5 now. I think the line flipped. But, yeah, I'll take the minus 1.5 and look for JSN to exploit that secondary.
All right, Nick, that's how you feeling. But, Mook, how you feeling? Jaguars at Seahawks.
So, I feel like the Jaguars are probably going to take this game. I like Sam Darnold, but the overall Jaguars team, I feel like their defense is getting a lot of turnovers. But I do like Sam Darnold. They've been performing really well. JSN been doing his thing. So it's going to be a good game, but I still got the Jags. And then for the over-under, I still got under on this. I feel like the defenses are going to perform pretty well. And then for the Jacksonville minus 1.5, I'll take them over.
You know, this is tough for me because Duval was showing me a lot of love this week. Because I was the only man in America with the huevos to go against the Chiefs on the road against Trevor Lawrence. I know he never beat Patty before, but I'm not really trying to hear all that this season because you can't keep climbing Mount Everest every single day and not catch a cramp or two. So I think I got to rock with Duval. They were showing me love this week.
Let's go, 2 versus 1. I love it.
I got to rock with Duval. I think they're going to win this straight up. Look, Rinks, I'm sorry, but I think there's something wrong in Seattle. There's just something wrong with you guys where you're just sputtering a little bit. And I'm not trusting it. So shout out to you, but I'm going to have to down your boys again this week. And I'm going to have to go with the Jaguars money line. I don't like a 1.5, spread. And I'm not worried about the points. I just think the Jaguars get it done somehow, some way. That defense is monstrous. How about that pick 6, boys? How about that pick 6?
Whatever.
What was that, like an overweight safety that just trotted his way down the field, just all the way? That's football.
That was my boy. That was I forgot his name, but Devin Lloyd from Utah. He's nice, bro.
Yeah. Like, that's just a football play. That's just a football play. You know what I'm saying? He got a little tired as he was making his way back. It was a long drive.
He almost got hawked up, too.
He almost did, and he made it. I was screaming at the television because guess what? Nick owes me Yard House.
We will film the Yard House episode at Yard House if we get some free pub.
Yeah, they probably aren't fucking with us, but I'm still gonna get some Yard House. You know, I'm gonna get.
We better get there for happy hour though, because if it's not happy hour, I ain't got you.
Yeah. Happy hour for sure.
50% off apps.
You know how we do it. All right, boys, let's keep it moving. Chargers at the Dolphins. 1 o'clock kickoff. Is it going to be hot? It should be hot, right? Who cares?
It's another gross
Chargers
game on
are
the
favored
schedule.
4.5. Over and under sitting at 42.5. What are we thinking here?
This is gross. I'm gonna give it to Mook. He can go ahead.
Mook,
first.
how you feeling?
I don't even know.
So I for sure got the Chargers winning this. Minus 4.5. I think they can cover that for sure. Because Dolphins, they just not a good team at all. I feel like they've been looking to trade players from their team because they're like 1-4 or 1-5 or something like that. So I feel like the Chargers are going to demolish these guys.
Ooh.
But I'm not going to lie, though. I do think that they're going to be under 42.5.
I like the under. I like the under Mook.
Under just because I don't feel like the Dolphins are going to score for real. And then the Chargers are going to score, but I don't think they're going to go like 40 points, 30 points. I think probably about 20, 21, 28 points.
They got no running back now. Najee's out for the year. Hampton's out on IR. I think they have Haskins, and they just they signed my friend's favorite player, Naheem Hines, on the practice squad. So it's gonna be an ugly game. I'll lean with Mook and say under 42.5. To be honest, I don't really have a feel for this game though.
I'm going to have to go against you, Mook. The Dolphins are going to win this game. I feel like they're in rally mode right now. Sometimes when you lose your best weapon, you know, the guy that you expect to get it done for you every Sunday, that target man, it just congeals the team. And I think that that's what the Dolphins are going through right now. Their tight end is on a tear. I think they're going to continue to do that. And the Chargers have too many O-line problems for them to be a competitive team. So I'm going to take the Dolphins in this straight up. I, don't want to get into the spread. Call me a coward if you want. I think the Dolphins are just going to edge this one. They might win it comfortably, to be honest. I don't see the Chargers really holding up too well. And I know that secondary, they got some dogs back there that can get it done for you. So I'm taking the Dolphins' money line in this game.
And it's always tough. West Coast team traveling East Coast, 10 a.m. kick. That's when I got screwed with the Chargers 2 weeks ago against the Giants.
Listen,
that wasn't good. But yeah, I mean,
I told you on that.
You love Tua. Stop.
Yeah, this is simple. The Chargers are a team that's supposed to be punching people in the mouth, and right now they're getting punched in the fucking mouth. They're hurt. They're hurt. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna ball up into a little ball. You're gonna take it until you get back to the West Coast. That's what's happening. Period. Titans at the Raiders. Sunday. Raiders?
Why do we have to talk about this game?
You know why we have to
talk about it.
Why
do we have to talk about this
Because you're a masochist.
I hate this.
You're a masochist. You want me to let you take this one away?
No,
Raiders are
go,
favored.
Go.
I don't understand why the Raiders are favored.
Go. Tell everyone the line.
Tell
everyone the line. Tell the over-under. Tell your little soliloquy before I go in, please.
Las Vegas Raiders favored by 4.5? Why? I don't know. Over and under 45.5. Over or under is 45.5. I don't understand how the Raiders can be favored in any game moving forward in the National Football League because they're not a National Football League team. They belong maybe in college, maybe in high school. I don't know. Max Crosby was my pick for the Defensive Player of the Year because I could just imagine him on a Pete Carroll team. He's humming. The secondary's getting pick after pick. If Max doesn't hit you, the boys are taking the ball away. But we're seeing none of that right now. We're seeing no flashing lights in Las Vegas. It's absolutely horrible. They couldn't even get a touchdown last week, and I took them to cover the 7.5 because it's the National Football League, and they couldn't even do that for me. So what are we talking about? The Titans, Cam Ward's going to go in there. He's taking accountability for his team. He's not afraid to say we're absolutely ass, but guess what? We're not worse than the fucking Raiders. So I'm going Titans easy. Give me the spread.
I don't disagree with anything you said. Let me just run you through a couple things in Las Vegas. The Christian Wilkins situation, crazy. I don't know what happened. That's bonkers. Brock Bowers gets hurt, plays through an injury. Now he's out multiple weeks because he doesn't want to play because I don't know what. Jack Betch, our second-round draft pick, he got benched, and it doesn't even matter because our other fifth-round pick, he isn't playing well, but he's still playing. We drafted the best center 2 years ago from Oregon, Jackson Powers Johnson. They don't even want to play him at center. He's playing right guard. Like, he's even out of position, and he got an award for being the best center in college football last year, and he's not even playing center. Max Crosby, as my boy Bird has been alluding to, career low percentage in snaps at the 7 and 9 tech, career high at 5 and 4 tech, which is like he's not even lining outside. Benching our rookie Darian Porter was a third-round pick. Benched Jermaine Pratt, our linebacker, who got cut, and he got released. And the Colts, who we just played, just signed him 2 days ago. Raheem Mostert doesn't want to play special teams. Other non-starters do not play special teams, but since he didn't want to play special teams, he gets benched. And now you have Zamir White, who's never returned kicks before, ever. He's returning kicks. This is the most baffling one to me. Ashton Gente on the field for only 40% of third and fourth down snaps weeks 1 through 3, 75% weeks 4 and 5. Ashton Gente of 101% of yards after contact through 3 weeks. We refuse to bench Geno. He has 9 interceptions, 2 losses by 20-plus points. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on. And it's just like, I watched the game with my buddies who I haven't seen in a long time, and it's just a laughing stock. I'm just humiliated, and I'm just done. I posted this thing on Instagram, which I never do. It's like, I don't want to be affiliated with this team anymore, but it's in my blood. I don't know why. And it's just like, it ruins my Sundays. It ruins my mental health, and it just brings down my relationship with my girlfriend, with my parents, with my friends, and it's just like, I don't even want to be associated with this team, and it sucks. And I don't even know why we're favored by 4.5. This is a huge Calvin Ridley game. Calvin Ridley is going to go crazy on the secondary. Look for Tony Pollard to go crazy. I love Cam Ward. I think Cam Ward has his breakout in Vegas in the Dome. I wouldn't lay anything close to that, 4.5. That's just crazy. But, yeah, I'm done. Mook, you want to go ahead and see what you want to say about this game?
Yeah, so the way you explained that, because I originally had the Raiders pulling this game out. I actually still do. I have the Raiders pulling this game out. I believe in the Raiders.
Elaborate on why you believe in the Raiders.
Because both of us are, and like, watch, the Raiders are going to fucking win too, and it's just going to, I hate it.
Just because I feel like, I mean, low-key, I'm not, no disrespect to both teams, Titans and Raiders. This is kind of like the toilet bowl game of the week.
Wow, yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
But
The big stink of the week. Oh, my gosh.
I have a little more faith in the Raiders just because I feel like Geno Smith, even though he does have, you said 9 interceptions, he's leading the league in interceptions. But I just feel like he is better than Cam Ward. He's more experienced, older quarterback, and I feel like he's going to have his team more under control than Cam Ward is going to have the Titans. Cam Ward, he's putting his input, and he's getting the Titans, he's getting them ready to go. But I feel like Geno Smith he's tired of being a laughing stock, basically. He's tired of this, and he's going to have the Raiders going.
It's not Geno's fault. This is a horrible team. This is a horrible franchise.
I mean, it is Geno's fault too. He's
years.
not. He's still culpable. He's the one throwing. He's the one throwing.
No. This is a horrible team. This is a horrible team.
But then why do you sign a 75-year-old head coach? Because he had a good track record? It's like, I didn't like that move either. And it's like, I'm not going to get political. I'm not going to say what I think I want to say because I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, we're going to hold off on that until,
I mean, it's a players and coaches fighting. It's dysfunctional from the top. It's the same shit that goes on every year. We're the laughing stock. Everyone texts me when we're down. Oh, the Raiders lost. Oh, the Raiders suck. It's just like, I'm done with it. It's like, why do you draft a running back 6 overall when you can't protect him? I'm done. Can we?
It's a stinker, folks.
Yes.
It's the Toilet Bowl, Sunday, October 12th in Las Vegas.
This will not be on my TV.
Do not put this game.
This will not be on my
your
TV.
television. Don't even bet on it. It's a stinker.
All right, let's talk about a more exciting game because that honestly was depressing. Nick, I'm just going to let you know right now we're going to edit that with a tiny violin being played, and it's just going to be really fucking sad.
That would actually be pretty cool.
But it's going to get us clicks and views and likes and subscriptions.
Got it.
But anyway, 49ers at the Bucs coming off a big win in L.A., supposed to be an away game for them, but let me let you know, folks, I was at that game and it was a sea of red. I was pissed off.
They were pumped. The Rams The
at
Rams
a
are
football
pumping.
game before, and thank God the section that I was in was full of Rams fans.
They were pumping in sound noise, I heard. That's
It
kind
was
of embarrassing.
absolutely
kind
fucking
of
disgusting.
embarrassing.
And the only 49ers fans that I was around were some thickies.
Okay.
So that was kind of nice.
Did you
But
get them on the
also
pod?
Fucking sucked because they were assholes because fucking 49ers suck. Anyway, 49ers at the Buccaneers. Buccaneers favorite 2.5. I like it. Bucks slight home favorite. I don't think Purdy comes back for this game, especially with the way that Mac Jones has been playing. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Tampa Bay. It's simple for me. It's something about this team. I've been saying it for weeks and weeks and weeks. There's just something about this team. I don't think they're going to have the same luck with their receiving core. Yes, I'm saying luck. I am saying luck. I know it's Shanahan's system and drop back 3 steps and look to the left. The guy's going to be open. I don't want to hear about any of that shit. It was a divisional matchup. It was rough for us. There was we're not even talking about that game. Anyway, Buccaneers to cover the 2.5. What do you boys think?
So I got Tampa. I agree with Bird. I got Tampa winning this. I just feel like Baker Mayfield has just been on a tear. Even last year, I've been raving about Baker Mayfield. Yeah, I said that last year, honestly. And people was like, what, Baker Mayfield? I'm like, yeah, but he's a dog. And I feel like he's even better this year. He has a little bit more weapons, better defense around him, too. You got the rookie Emeka Egbuka. He's been going stupid
Touched on every game, I think.
every game. And I'm just like, damn, watch when Mike Evans come back. Mike Evans dealing with like a hamstring injury. And then you got Sterling Shepard, who was like 3-4 years ago, was like a number 2 with Odell Beckham Jr.
Dude, I love that guy, though.
He's still stuck around, yeah.
They got a little squad over there. So I got the Buccaneers winning this one. It's going to be a good game, though. I feel like it's going to be I actually would maybe go over the 47.5. I feel like it might be a high-scoring game because both offenses are pretty decent. The 49ers are missing some guys on offense, but they do have Christian McCaffrey playing. And like you said, even though Purdy might not play, Mac Jones, in my opinion, no disrespect to Brock Purdy, but I like Mac Jones a little better.
Ooh, that was a very hot topic this weekend at the wedding I was at. We have a lot of 49er fans, and they said the same thing that you said, Mook.
I like Mac Jones a lot, but I just like the way he just sits in there and just delivers the rock. He's like a real, pocket passer. But I got the Buccaneers winning this one though.
I'm gonna take the Niners. I'm taking the Niners plus the 2.5, and I'm taking the over. I just like Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan is gonna get his team ready. The one thing I would love to take in this is Christian McCaffrey over receptions. Niners can't really run the ball effectively, but they do a lot of these dinks and dunks, motions, and these little short passes. Kendrick Bourne had 10 for 146, and if you would have put $20 for 10 for 146, we wouldn't even be in this pod right now. But yeah, I think it's going to be a very fun game to watch. This is one of the games that will be on my TV.
Lions at the Chiefs.
Sunday Night Football.
Sunday Night Football, baby.
Ding, 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 ding.
Game of the week, Mahomes versus Golf. What else do we have to say, man? This is the one on the slate right here. Because the Chiefs losing to Jacksonville, even on the road.
Can we watch this game together? Can all of us just watch this game together?
This
Sunday Night Football.
Sunday, we've been saying that we're going to do
Let's
Sunday Night Football together.
Let's do Sunday Night Football. We keep talking about it. Let's do it this week.
We're doing
please.
it this week.
We
This
may
Sunday.
live stream it. Who
Yeah,
knows?
this Sunday we're going to do Sunday Night Football.
Right
we're gonna
here,
figure it
maybe.
out. We're going to figure it out.
Not gonna be at a bar.
Setup, we might show you guys something new. Who knows? But, I mean, come on, boys. This is pretty straightforward. KC is favored 2.5. Why, I don't know. But they are. And let me tell you something. I'm going to start this one off hot. They're favored. Wait, Nick, can we get a double check on them being favored? Because I feel
The
like
Chiefs are favored minus 2.5.
Okay, the favors they're actually favored 2.5. So let me start this one off. Love the Chiefs. Mom, I'm sorry I've been going against your Detroit Lions. I know you watch the podcast and it's hurt you week after week to see me disparage your Lions. And that's where this shit stops. The Lions are going to fucking smack Kansas City around all night. The best thing that the Chiefs got going for themselves is their defensive coordinator, Spagnuolo. Love that defense. And what's their middle linebacker's name? Yeah. Is
Nick
it Bolton or
Nick
Carlton?
Bolton.
Yeah,
Nick
Bolton.
Bolton.
That's the best thing that this team's got for itself. And the fact that Travis Kelce is still scoring. I'm not going to lie. They're still hitting their layups. But the Lions are nothing to play with. Everyone doubted their defense going into the season. They knew the offense could get it done. That offense is humming like a Ferrari. It's a fucking... Bro. And the defense is holding up. The Chiefs are cooked, my boy. They're done. Lions to cover easily.
Chiefs money line. This is the most Chiefs line I've ever seen. -2.5 coming off of a Monday night loss. I like the Chiefs. I like the Chiefs a lot. I'm not going to pick the spread. I just think the Chiefs find a way to get this win in Arrowhead. Coming up after a loss in Monday Night Football. That again, I'm saying the same thing as the Eagles coming off a loss. That practice this week is not going to be fun. But last time the Lions played the Chiefs in Arrowhead, I think it was the opener 2 years ago, 2023. The Lions did win. I love the Lions. We're very pro Lions on this podcast, but I'll just go against you and I'll say the Chiefs win this. The over/under is crazy high, 52.5, but I'm not going to touch that. I'll just say the Chiefs win this game.
Mook.
So I'm gonna go with the Lions winning this game. I actually got the Lions definitely covering that -2.5. And for the over/under, I feel like it's extremely high. I was kind of thinking the same thing. I'm like, dang, why is it so high? Yeah, but both teams are really the Lions. They've been scoring a lot of points every game, and the Chiefs are capable of scoring 30, 40 points a game. Yep. So I feel like that's why the over/under is so high. I feel like they will go over the over actually. But I have the Lions winning this one. Okay. Even though I feel like Pat Mahomes is gonna, he always gives like a heroic effort.
Especially these type of games. This is like a Pat Mahomes type of game.
Especially, and I feel like even like both teams have this game circled on their calendar, you know. And I feel like Amon-Ra St. Brown, like I feel like he definitely circled this game. He know the Chiefs are defending champs. They are like the top tier of the AFC, so I feel like they're definitely gonna come in there with the mindset of like we gotta lock in for real.
I like that.
You know what I like for this game, folks? Sprinkled Patty for 2. Two Patty touchdowns.
2 rushing touchdowns?
2 rushing touchdowns. I don't know how else they do it.
I don't know how Kareem Hunt's still in the league. He's like what? 35 years old.
I don't
2
know.
touchdowns for Kareem Hunt would have paid out crazy last week. Fellas.
Yeah, it would have absolutely just retired your mom. But, let's move on. Bills at the Falcons, Monday Night Football. We got a doubleheader, October 13th. NFL knows what they're doing. Big, spooky energy. So, Buffalo favored -3.5. Listen, boys. This is a Buffalo Bills podcast. That's what we've been dubbed. I'm a Rams fan. He's a Raiders fan. But for some reason, the Bills in Donald Trump's America were stamping it. So this is easy. The Bills are going to win this game comfortably, especially coming off a loss to their rivals in the Patriots. This is simple. The Falcons don't have anything to say this game, period. It's not going to be a shootout. I don't know why the over/under is sitting at 50.5.
Because the Bills are going to score 45 in this game.
Yeah, because the Bills are going to score 45. Exactly. They're going to wipe the floor with these boys.
Josh Allen will make his 15th career start inside a dome. He enters this game 10-3-1 against the spread in these games, covering the spread by 8.5 points per game. Josh Allen in a dome is crazy. My favorite bet of this is the Bills over 26.5 points. I love the Bills to cover, is what Bird said. I think we're all in the Bills. Mook, maybe he's on the Falcons?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go with the Falcons on this one.
Okay.
I like the Bills a lot, but just because they did lose last week to the Patriots, it's not set in stone. But I feel like they might lose 2 in a row, and I feel like the Falcons are the team to do it just because they have a high-powered offense. They got Bijan Robinson. They got Drake London. They got Michael Penix Jr. Like you got all these. You got some weapons.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared of Bijan. I'm scared of Bijan.
How many touchdowns does he have this year? He has 1 touchdown this year.
Man.
Oh, Drake London's coming to town. I'm shaking.
I do like Drake London.
Bro. Drake London, I mess with you. You went to USC, but goddamn, can we get you out of Atlanta and get you to a quarterback that can actually display what you got going? Because everybody's saying take Drake London in fantasy. Take Drake London in fantasy. I was like, I ain't taking Drake London
Let's
in
not
fantasy.
speak this into existence, Bird, because you know our luck. He's going to go off. Anyways, home dogs on Monday Night Football are 20-30 against the spread since 2002. when their opponents is coming off of an outright loss. Angry road favorites in prime time are key. So I like the Bills.
Drake,
Like
I'm
the
hoping
Bills.
you go off. Like I said,
I
I'm
love
an
Drake
SC
London,
boy.
though. I
I'm
love
born
Drake
and raised
London.
South Central, LA. I hope you go off.
I love Drake
But
London.
it just hasn't been happening. I think you're an awesome, talented receiver, but I don't see it happening against this Bills defense. Especially, is Ed Oliver back this week?
Oh, I think he may be.
Game wrecker. You're not going off this week. Maybe Bijan has a couple of cool little screen passes out the backfield. What's the one dude that wears the weird number in their receiving core? Maybe he shakes loose. You guys aren't winning this game. Bills cover. Easy. All right.
Easy.
Let's wrap it up. Bears at the Commanders. Something we can actually get excited about. 2 young quarterbacks. Potential shootout. Revenge game for Chicago. Looking for revenge. You know, with this one, I really don't have a dog in the fight. But I'm going to
Is Terry back?
Is he back?
I don't know. Let me check.
Is he back?
Let me check for the.
Listen, folks, we try our best to give you accurate information on this podcast, but we're always, but we're a betting podcast, and things change in the NFL, so we're trying our best to give you what we got on October 8th. This is a Wednesday. We got
He is
Thursday
not
night
practicing
tomorrow.
today. It doesn't bode well for Monday Night Football.
It doesn't build well. I do feel like this has shootout potential, so I'm just gonna go over 50.5.
I don't hate that.
50.5.
I'm going to go with the Commanders money line. I'm not even messing with the 4.5. The Bears are 0-4 straight up in prime time since the start of last season, which means Caleb Williams is 0-4 straight up in prime time. I will take Jayden Daniels, who's dating Juju Watkins. Very fun.
Oh, they're dating.
I don't know. I
thought they just had a cool handshake, but if they're dating and have
the
a
cool handshake may lead to something else. I don't know, but I'll take the Commanders money line. I think they get it done.
I like that for you, Jayden. Mook.
Yeah, so I got the Bears winning this one. I love Jayden Daniels, and like you said, shout out Jayden Daniels for on the Juju.
Yay!
But I got the Bears winning this one just because I feel like you said, the Bears are 0-4 in primetime games. I feel like Caleb Williams is trying to turn a new leaf. Ben Johnson, you got the new coordinator over there calling plays. And I feel like they...
Wait, hold on. We got to highlight that. He just said that Caleb Williams is trying to turn a new leaf. Trouble. There is major trouble in Chicago. If he's already saying that Caleb Williams is trying to turn a new leaf, folks, we're in trouble. Go ahead, Mook.
And then I feel like the Bears had this game circled just because, last year they threw the Hail Mary. And I feel like that's when that Hail Mary, when the Commanders won that game, that's kind of changed the Commanders' kind of season a little bit. So
Definitely.
I feel like...
Okay, wait. Did it change the Commanders' season or did it change the Bears' season?
I think it changed both. Yeah, both.
It seemed like after that game, the Commanders had all the momentum. They rode it all the way to the NFC Championship game. And then, when the Bears lost, they just went downhill after that. But yeah, I feel like the Bears had this game circled on their calendar, and I feel like they're going to come out ready. And I feel like they're going to come out, guns blazing, hitting hard. I feel like they're going to have something to prove this game.
All right, Bears got something to prove. Bears definitely have.
I like how we were
lot
like
to
never we never agreed on anything. Us three. It was never a sweep. So.
Hey, we're all just seeing the
I like
game a
this.
little different.
No, I like this.
We're all
I like
just seeing
this.
the game a little different this week, and that's
Definitely,
great.
definitely.
We want a little bit of contention. We want to talk these things out. We want to be as objective as possible when we're putting these bets in on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? We want as many opinions out there so we can mix into that pot, take the good stuff out, you know what I'm saying, and leave the bad stuff in. That's what we're doing on this pod. Ricky and Nick's Pick 6. Mook, thank you for being with us, my boy. We
Thanks, my brother.
appreciate it. We
you.
appreciate it. We'll see you, man. You'll definitely be back, bro. We got to get Mook back in this thing. All right, Mook.
Sunday Night Football.
Yeah. All right, we're going to move on to this next segment. All right, let's keep it rolling. Shout out Mook for helping us talk about lines that matter, but we on locks and traps of the week. Nick, what is your trap of the week?
Trap of the week is Jacksonville. It was a
God.
favorite, -1.5. It flipped before our pod. We film Wednesdays. Be wary of the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think the Seahawks can come and win that game.
Dude, are you taking it personal? Are you
No,
taking it personal?
They're just not. they're just not that good. I don't think they're that good.
So
But-
it's all factual with you. You're remaining objective. It's not because the Jacksonville fans are in the comments just doing it up.
No. I have nothing against. I love the state of Miami
Okay.
or state of Florida. Sorry,
Florida, yeah.
State of Florida.
Yeah, we're in our cups. We're in our cups right now.
I mean,
As Tommy Too Cool would say. All right, well, my trap of the week is that Chargers favored 4.5. Why
Okay.
they're favored 4.5 without Slater and their other offensive linemen, I couldn't tell you, and no running backs. But I don't know. Vegas likes to get me good, so maybe they know something that I don't know. But I think I know enough that if you can't get the Hogs going, you can't win a damn game.
I get that.
And my lock of the week is, we didn't talk about it on our slate, but Broncos to cover because they're playing the Jets in London. And guess what? The Jets fucking suck. And a team that sucks ain't going to travel well to the UK on a horrible schedule to beat the well-coached Broncos by Sean Payton. And yes, last week I said I don't care about his coaching pedigree, but after he beats that Eagles roster, I suddenly care again.
Which I called.
Which Nick called again. Which Nick called, yes, as well.
Didn't get clipped, but I called it.
Didn't get clipped, but week 6,
Nothing gets
we're
clipped
clipping Nick. Week 6, we're clipping Nick, baby. All right, Nick, what's your lock?
I alluded to it earlier. I like the Bills over team total 26.5. Josh Allen in a dome. Monday Night Football is about to go crazy. I like the Bills to cover the game, but I like them even more to score over 26.5 points. So I'll take the Bills over 26.5 points this week.
I like that. I think the Bills are going to go on an absolute
I love
tear.
it. I love it.
Atlanta don't put no fear in my heart. All right, and now it's time for Nick's weather report.
So I am going to Bird. You kind of just led me into this. I love the Broncos this week. Sean Payton has coached 2 international games, both with the Saints, and he's 2-0 straight up against the spread, covering the spread by at least 12 points per game. With a cover on Sunday, Sean Payton would be the only 3-0 head coach against the spread or better in overseas regular season games. Through 5 weeks now, the Jets are the only team without a turnover on defense. No NFL franchise since 1933 has gone 5 games to start the season without at least 1 takeaway. I love the Broncos.
Oh my
I
God,
love
are
the
you
Broncos.
serious?
Yep, that's a fact.
Jets, you're absolute garbo. I hate to disparage New York like this. I lived in the beautiful city. Max Ginsburg, my dear friend, it's okay. Let them go. Come to the Rams. You've lived in LA all of your life. You don't have to deal with this abuse. I called you. I understand you're not picking up. The Jets suck. You're in a deep depression. Buddy,
And
this is a safe space. Come on over.
as a 4-point favorite or above on the road, Sean McVay and the Rams are 16-0 straight up. I like the Rams to cover this week, -7.5 in Baltimore. I know it's scary. Going to the East Coast as a 10 a.m. team, Cooper Rush doesn't scare me. Rams coming off a loss. Had a long week to prepare. Rams in a blowout.
You know what I'm doing to that? I'm stamping it.
Stamp it.
Let's go, baby.
Stamp it.
Let's go.
Let me take a hot Cheeto.
Is that all we got for the weather report? We're just keeping it brief?
I'm keeping it brief this week, just 2.
I like
I
that.
had a Raider and Titans stat, but I didn't want to get into it.
No. You know how you like it. You're a masochist. Let's get into it.
I'll get into it. With the team winning percentage below 40%, loses a game by 30-plus points. They are 95-67-4 against the spread, hitting that at a 59% clip since 2003. These teams are 3-0 against the spread, which means the Raiders are going to cover -4.5.
Get the
I do not like that. That's
frick
why.
outta
That's
here.
why I did not want to say this. Don't listen to that stat, but it's a stat. The Raiders -4.5 is probably the play, but don't do it.
Don't do it.
I'll take another Cheeto.
Don't do it. I understand. Listen, it's the NFL. You think every team can't keep losing. They're professionals. They're going to bounce back at some point. These guys have something to prove. There's a disease out there in Las Vegas. I don't know what it is.
It's not a disease.
curse.
It's a cancer. It's a cancer.
It's a cancer.
And it's coming up me. Look at this.
Oh, my God.
I don't want to get into it.
Tough. Well, let's keep it rolling. One of my favorite segments that we didn't originally have planned, but we fed it into the schedule. I don't know. We're in our cups right now, as the man would say. Tommy takes us to school. Let's bring him in. Usually, we call him Tommy Too Cool, but as you can see this week, we're saying Tommy's too tired.
Oh, yeah. Had to do the fresh cut. You know, we took out the trash against Vanderbilt, Alabama, so I had to clean myself up a little bit. And, I mean, we took care of business, and I say we, I'm talking about Alabama always.
What a cover at the end.
What
a cover.
I didn't call the cover. I didn't have that much faith, but Kalen DeBoer, this coach, he's teaching me something. He's teaching me something a little bit. Black hoodie season. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. All right, Tommy. Well, you know how we do. We like to keep it rolling during this segment. UCLA at Michigan State. What you saying?
So we're starting at 9 a.m. This is UCLA at Michigan State. So when I say 9 a.m., I mean 9 a.m. body time for UCLA. They're waking up at 6 a.m. body time for them, traveling all the way to East Lansing. And this is a team at Michigan State coached by Jonathan Smith. And where do you think he was born? Pasadena. He must hate that UCLA has turned him down left and right as the head coach. And they're led by a man named Aiden Childs. And we shouted out Whittier last week. Let's shout out Downey this week.
That's the
Downey
crib.
High School's own, Aiden Childs.
That's next to my dad's.
Poured up against USC, didn't get the cover. Oh, they're getting the cover this week. First quarter, first half, led by Aiden Childs because it goes down and down.
Dual threat. Anytime touchdown, maybe. Anytime touchdown for Aiden.
Oh,
maybe.
It does. Yes, it does.
anytime and two passing. Let's go.
NCAA 25, NCAA 26. I always try to get Childs at the chance reporter. I always try to pick that man up. Well, let's keep it rolling, Tommy. Bama at Mizzou. What you say?
This is tough.
This one is a sleepy spot for Alabama. You come off two huge games, and you saw what happened after the Georgia game last year. This is a team that kind of gets distracted, kind of reads the news, buys into their own hype, if you will. So Missouri, this is a physical team that hasn't played really anybody, but they're led by Bo Perbula, led by Hardy at running back. This is a team that is going to destroy Alabama's run defense if they're not on their P's and Q's. And I hope they are, but once again, 9 a.m. kickoff. This is an early start. It's a very sleepy spot. This is probably one of the last trap spots for Alabama on the schedule. They can afford to lose this game. I'm taking Missouri +3. Alabama's probably going to win, I hope, but,
Hey, well, we're a Bama cast, so you know who we're ruling for. You know who we're pulling.
This is what we call a wedding game. If you happen to go to a wedding during football season, you make sure it's against a team like Missouri. It's a sleepy spot for everybody.
Which you'll be at this weekend. Very fitting, right?
Yeah, but duty calls.
All right, well, we're a Bama cast, but let's keep it going, baby. Indiana at Oregon. What you saying, Tommy?
Number 7 and number 3. Indiana, led by Fernando Mendoza. An incredible talent, a sleeper Heisman contender.
Fernando Mendoza that used to play at Cal?
That's your school,
Very much the same one.
Yes.
Oh, he's a traitor.
Yeah.
He hit the portal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
Well,
that's
what
why.
we like to say, traitors don't breed around here. I don't care who he's playing for. I hope he gets a fucking fat L this week.
And you know who's going to give it to him? A guy by the name of Mateos Ugialele. And if that last name sounds familiar, DJ, his brother, was also a 5-star talent who didn't really pan out on the field. His little brother, he's panning out big time. He's a nasty threat on the D-line.
Oh, yeah.
And he was a baby Gronk in high school.
Let's go.
But Oregon also, on offense, has a guy by the name of DeCarrion Moore, a name you need to know for the future, a speedster from Texas. This guy was recruited by everybody. When he gets the ball, it could be 6 at any moment. I would take him for 2. This could be a big breakout game because the Indiana Hoosiers have no one to keep up with that speed.
All right. Tommy, keep talking to us. We got OU at Texas.
Probably one of my favorite games of the week.
Every year, this game's a delight. This game takes place every year at the Texas State Fair, where you can get anything you want to eat, including a churro, cheesecake, jalapeno popper.
That sounds delicious.
We're taking the show on the road.
Let's go to
It may not
Texas.
be now. It may not be next week, 2-3 weeks from now, but we're going to be on the road.
Let's go.
That's an environment. That's a game that everyone says. I've met people who've been there once. I've met people who've grown up on that game. I've met people who've lost track of how many times they've gone. And I've met people who aren't not allowed back in to the Texas State Fair. Everyone loves this game. It's a bucket list game. And so let's get to the football game. We talked about the food. We talked about the environment. We got a game on our hands. Sark versus Venables. Two coaches who are kind of embattled here. And this is an Oklahoma team who needs their quarterback to be healthy. The key player in this game is not on the field. His name is Dr. Shin from Oklahoma, who worked on John Mateer's hand to get him ready for this game. If John Mateer's not ready for...
Is he playing today? Is he playing
The
this week?
tea leaves point to yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But even if he doesn't, Hawkins as a backup is
I like
pretty
Hawkins.
frisky.
He's a little scamper. He can
And
scamper around.
Texas. I mean, Sark is a big game coach, right? Yep. No, not at all. Only against Oklahoma. Some of the biggest routes in Red River rival history have been with Sark at the helm. I still give me Oklahoma here. Give me Mateer. This is his Heisman moment when he comes back from injury. But you got to think Dr. Shin.
Sark burned you last week, didn't he?
Oh, I'm kind of off the sauce with Sark, just like he is.
I told you those Gators were going to swim in that murky water and find themselves some chow.
That wasn't even.
I told you. You don't see that Gator getting up on you till it's rolling around in the fucking night. Killing you. The death roll just over and over and over.
Yeah, I mean, Arch Manning got death roll for sure. That fool doesn't have it seems, this year. At least this year. I mean, he's coming back to school.
I don't like the development that they're putting these new kids through, to be honest. I'm an old school kind of guy. I hated Tom Brady until I absolutely loved him. He's a California cowboy, and he called it. These quarterbacks are not getting developed properly. There's so much hype around them with the 7-on-7 shit. It's cool, but football is not. It's not AAU. It's not basketball. You got to get in there and you got to hit motherfuckers. You know how I know? Because I played football and I didn't want to hit people. That's why I'm a fucking soccer player now. That's the sport that I have my most success in. I can admit it. I'm a fucking man. If you're not willing to go in there and crash out for that Bentley truck, CTE, you ain't getting anywhere.
That's what I'm
and
talking
I don't
about.
care how many times. What's his name? Manning. What's the young Manning's name? I'm forgetting his name. Arch. Man, he doing all of this. I don't give a fuck about that, boy. You got to learn how to play the sport.
He does all that shit against UTSA.
I don't want to see that shit against the lesser opponent. Be a man, get your touchdown, walk off the field, show some class.
Different breed.
You hear this, Arch? I mean, this is a legacy game for you.
Tap in, Arch. Tap in, baby.
This is a legacy
Want to see
spot.
you do good, but you know you're not doing good enough right now. Let's
He's
keep it
giving
rolling.
off Chris Sims energy.
Yeah.
Keep it rolling.
Let's keep it rolling. Arkansas, Tennessee. What you saying?
Arkansas, another team that's burned me this year, but this is a spot where Tennessee is going to be looking ahead to the third weekend in October against Alabama. Of course they are, right? And Arkansas just fired their coach, coming off a bye. Who are they led by? But Bobby Petrino. And I hope and I pray he leads the team out on a motorcycle. It would be awesome television. Tennessee, this is just a total look-ahead spot. Give me the points, 12.5. Love that value here. Arkansas knows how to score. Taylor Green can score. They got these new defensive
Sam
coaches.
Pittman is gone, though, right? Sam Pittman is gone?
Yeah, we love him as a person, not as a football coach, as a head
Big
guy.
old man titties.
Oh, come on, man.
He's got some big old moves.
Man titties.
Yeah, he does.
Respect, though. Respect. I would love to have a beer with him.
No, great beer guy.
Love to have a beer with
Great
him.
cold beer guy.
For sure.
But it's all about Bobby Petrino and his offense. He brought in two hard-nosed defensive coaches. We just spoke about leading with your head, CTE, which is totally a conspiracy theory to end football. I don't believe in it. I was taught to lead. I was taught to lead with your head because it hurt more. That's what you're supposed to do. Those are the type of coaches Bobby Petrino brought in. So I'm all in on the Hogs.
Let's go.
Let's
Arkansas.
go.
Money line.
Let's go.
Money line.
Money line. Hell yeah. All
Shout
right.
out Andy. Shout out Andy.
UGA at Auburn. Take us home, Tommy boy.
All right, guys. You know I have to keep it in the SEC. This is the oldest rivalry in the South. Oldest continuously played rivalry in the South. This game just means more. Yep. And this is number 10 UGA at Auburn. This is going 9 straight, potentially, for Georgia. This is a rivalry in the past 20 years. It never used to be this way. It's really, I think it's 67 to 63 all time. But really, in the last 20 years, Georgia's pulled ahead in this rivalry. However, every Auburn game has been, every win they've had has been an all-time win on their way to a national championship. It's not happening this year. I got Georgia. But I will say, as an Alabama fan, there could be a scenario where Auburn wins this game and they have to keep Hugh Freeze for another 2 years. And that would have me licking my chops. I never root for Auburn. I would never root for Auburn. But I know that Jimmy Rain and them boosters are hungry to get rid of Hugh Freeze if they have a chance. Beating Georgia takes that chance away from them.
I like that, Tommy. A little bit of Game of Thrones at the end. I love that. I love that. Blitz,
It's SEC,
Bama,
it
Blitz.
just means more.
I love it. I love it. Tommy, too cool. Tommy, too tight. Whatever you want to call him. That was him taking you to school. Appreciate you, my boy. Until next week. Until next week.
Cheers, buddy.
You know what? Let's go ahead and scroll down. See, doggy. Last week, Pops, he said Tommy might have been too deep in his cups. This week, I might be a little too deep in my cup. Because I don't know what the hell going on. Why?
Oh, God.
Let's get into the Dogs Parlay. Nick, you take it away. I'm going to look up the figures for these, but you go ahead and tell them what we got for the Dogs Parlay.
I can't stop eating these hot Cheetos with limon. All right, anyways, we got 5 players for you to score a touchdown. Maybe 1 player to score 2. First off is J.K. Dobbins. Broncos against the Jets. I think he gets in. Tomorrow's game, Saquon versus the Giants. I think he's due to get in. Jahmyr Gibbs, pencil him in. Ken Walker, who's actually plus money to get in this week. And then Jonathan Taylor. We said not 1, but 2 touchdowns to get in.
Mm-hmm. And 25 will get you 675. Woo!
We're due for one. We're due for one.
That's some good money, Nick. Go ahead and let me take this one away. Matter of fact, the Mad Dog Parlay. We're going Romeo Doubs. How do you say his name?
Doesn't
we
matter.
don't know.
He just scores touchdowns.
We're gonna call him Romeo Doubs because that actually sounds sicker.
He just scores touchdowns.
J-Mo Big Williamson in Detroit.
He is due.
Shout out Mom Dude. He's going to get in there. The speedster, deep threat. Justin Fields, because what else are the Jets going to do in London?
Exactly.
What else are the Jets going to do in London? Pray for a touchdown from Justin Fields. That's all they're getting. And Lad McConkey, our boy, he got into the end zone last week. We hope you keep it rolling. He had that punt return call back, right?
Yep.
But Lad, we have faith in you. And this is a juicer. This is a juicy one. 25 will get you 17.25. Ooh, can pay my rent, boy. That's a rent check right there.
That's a rent parlay.
That's the Mad Dog Parlay and the Dogs Parlay. Let's keep it rolling to the fan bet of the week. Go ahead and make that bigger for me, C-Dog. I can't see all. I can't see that's a little little. I'm going to have to zoom in a little bit here, y'all. Listen. To everyone sending us fan bets,
Get this guy in. This guy's always hitting.
We appreciate the fan bets that you guys are sending in, and we do not want to neglect our fan base. But right now, we are in week 6. There are 11 more weeks to go. Miguelito.
Killing it.
You are an animal, bro. You are absolutely insane. Excuse me, I don't have all the figures correct on this one. We have a 5-leg parlay. Christian McCaffrey for 15.5 carries, cash. Christian McCaffrey for over 53.5 yards. He's a running back, folks. Cash. Jordan Winnington, over 15.5 yards, cash. Devontae Adams, over 56.5. It's not a shocker. Cash. 5 legs. This man, $750. Again, folks, I apologize that I don't have all the figures correct. I don't know how much exactly he bet on this, but it couldn't have been too much on a 5-leg lay. It couldn't have been too much. But I will get the figures and we will post them correctly on our Instagram and TikTok posts, if that's where you get our content. YouTube, not so much. 7-leg parlay. Miguelito. Kyron Williams to get a touchdown. We saw it coming. Christian McCaffrey to get a touchdown. We saw it coming. Kyle Juszczyk to get 1.5. Shaky. Christian McCaffrey to get 6.5. He's a running back, folks. He's listed as the 49ers slot receiver right now. Cash. 54.5. Cash. Jake Tungus. 3.5. Cash. Jake Tungus. 32.5. Cash money in the bank. $1,827.21. You understand? We get these fan bets sent in. We couldn't feature anybody else but Miguelito because he's on a tear. This is the champion right now. We're sending him the belt at the end of the year. No one else is getting it. Right now, today, if the season were to end on week 6, he's the champion. So until I see bets coming in that are beating Miguelito, who's on a 6-week fucking hot streak, we're going to just tell you about Miguel's bets. And these are real bets. You can go to our Instagram. You can check it out. We post the slips. There's nothing fraudulent going on here. America, if you're doing better than Miguel, we want to see it right here on this channel. Send in your bets. Like, comment, subscribe. We need to know if the boys are cashing out, buying homes, retiring wives, blowing racks at the strip club. We need to know. But right now, Miguel is our guy.
Is Jake Tongus the best name in football right now? Tongus?
I think he
Tongus?
is. I think
love
he
that
is.
name.
I think he is, to be
love that
honest.
name.
You know me. I love a tight end.
Yeah.
I love a big target.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could probably play some NFL quarterback. You give me a guy fucking 265, 6'5", just
I mean,
standing
my
in the end zone.
bill right now is a tight end for sure. But
For sure. You know what? I like
Well-
you as a fullback, though. I like you just Patrick Ricard, just going in there and ruining a D tackle's day.
I don't hate that.
I love that for you.
don't hate that.
I love you just fucking, you know, getting intimate in
don't
those
hate that.
trenches. I love that. I love that. All right, parlay elimination. The
Let's just
show has
skip
been
this.
fun. It's been tons of energy, but this is the downtrodden.
We have not been good.
We haven't been good to you, America. We have
not
been
been good.
absolute shite. While Miguel is paying his rent with his bets, I would tell you guys what Miguel's betting bank is,
We
like
can't even
how
go to
much money
McDonald's right
he
now,
has in his bank. But because I like my privacy, and I'm sure Miguel does too, I'm not going to mention it. Us, we're in the negative right now.
Bell value menu right now at this point,
And it's bad.
which I don't
It's bad.
hate.
Parlay elimination last week, I went Rams money line, did not cash. Jalen Hurts TD, did not cash. James Cook TD, did not cash. Absolutely horrible. 0 for fucking 3. You see this? I haven't shaved. I'm in here rough. I got the Meek Mill braids. Lakers jersey though. Lakers jersey, basketball bat, baby. Dodgers in the playoff though.
Ain't even talking
Dodgers in the playoff though.
That's another story.
Baby. Anyway, 0 for 3. Nick, Bills money line. Jameer's Gibbs CD. Cash money.
That was a little screen pass too. I got lucky on that one.
So last week we penalized Nick and he lost one of his slots. Remember, this is supposed to be 6 slots for the parlay elimination. And I had 3. Since I went 0 for 3, I only now have 2 slots. I know it seems a little unfair. So we got a 4-leg lay for you guys. Nick, start them off with what you got.
Rams -7.5. Don't like the Baltimore Ravens defense. The Rams coming off a loss. I already told you the stats about McVay coming off a loss. And I like the over in the Buccaneers 49ers games, 47.5. I think we see points. Hopefully we see a lot. And yeah, those are my 2 picks.
And myself, not playing it safe this week. Eagles to cover the 6.5. Obviously, that's kind of like a layup. But AJ over 66.5. Good value. Layup. 2 hands in the basket. They have something to prove. They're saying AJ ain't running for Jalen Hurts anymore. He doesn't think that his quarterback can get him the ball. Guess what? Jalen Hurts has something to prove. Yeah, maybe Saquon does go off for 225 this week, like I said, but I'm guessing that Saquon's going to start killing games. He's not going to come out hot. So I like AJ over 66.5, maybe a tutty. I'm not putting that on my parlay elimination because we know Smitty likes to find the end zone. AJ does the dirty work.
Yo, shout out Smitty, though.
Shout out Smitty, though. Shout out the
Shout out Dallas Goedert.
Shout out the
If Dallas
6
Goddard
bots.
scores again, there may be some trouble brewing in
Dude, I
Philadelphia.
fucking love that Dallas Goedert is scoring, and I hate that they're making it all about the, wide receiver scoring when Dallas Goedert is finding the end zone every single week. What's
Dallas
wrong
Goedert's
with that? Are tight ends not receivers?
No.
Tight ends aren't receivers?
It's a different thing. I mean, they catch the ball. but they have other priorities too. They have to block. So do receivers, but
We're gonna save this debate for next week.
let's
We're gonna save
wrap
this debate
up.
for next week because tight ends are clearly receivers. Anyway,
Some.
thank you for tuning in to Ricky and Nick's Pick 6, Episode 6. We're digging deep every week. We got a new theme for you guys. We're getting into the season. We're starting to see trends. We're starting to figure out what's working and what's not working. Like, comment, and subscribe. We want to hear your feedback as well as, watching the film week in and week out. All right, folks, we out here.
Please hit the follow button. Love you guys.
All right. Yeah. This is summertime vibe. I don't think too much. Yeah. I'm a West Side nigga, big time flipper, big